Hello, and welcome to this week's assembly with my very good pal Al, Vic, and of course me, Miss Leonard. How are we all doing? Wow, what a whirlwind it has been. It's been kind of nuts, hasn't it, Vic? Yeah, very. Absolutely bonkers crazy. And I can't believe how brilliant you've all done. 2 weeks already. 2 weeks of this craziness. It's just nuts, isn't it? It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Anyway, we were talking about like social distancing and why he didn't wear a mask. Well, that's because he is a mask in a way. He's a sock. And we were talking about whether Al should wear my mask during the show, but then Al's immune to corona. Don't know why. Anyway, how are you doing, Al? Same as usual. Right, we've got loads to get through today. Absolutely blown away by the number of shout-outs there are, and there's a huge amount of birthdays. But I'm going to start with a notice from Mrs. Jobling. She wanted me to pass on. For all of your art and tech lessons this coming weeks, for all of them, art and tech, you need the following equipment if you can get your hands on it. You need some A4 paper, a good pencil, a ruler, and a protractor. What's a protractor? Do you not know? Come on, guess what a protractor is. It's a very well organised thing that a farmer uses and drives around and he gets paid to do it. No, it's not a professional tractor. It's a piece of maths equipment. Idiot. I haven't done that for a while. Anyway, you need all those bits and pieces, and what Mrs. Jobling has said is if you've got trouble getting your hands on that stuff, to get in touch. Now, there's a specific email she wants you to use. Art... No, it is not with a silent F. art@gosscentral.co.uk. You are in a really funny mood today. You better not ruin the show. Okay, that is the message. All right, well done. Okay, shall we do some birthdays? Let's do some birthdays. We'll start with the song. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you and you and you and you. That was a flourish. Right, I'm not even going to ask you to get the birthdays, because you're just going to be silly. All right then, so today, happy birthday for today to the following people. Magnus in 5WT and Edie in 6BZ. Have a fantastic off-screen afternoon birthday. Fab. Tomorrow, Saturday, we've got Isla in 7AW, Mira in 5PH, Harry in 7AW, Autumn also in 7AW, and James in 6BS. Happy birthday to you lot. Have a lovely Saturday birthday. On Sunday, Pranjal in 5SH, Sarah in 8GB, Ryan in 5PH on Sunday. So have a super Sunday birthdays. On Monday, we've got Rosie in 8JH, we've got Zia in 6BS, Lexi S in 7TL, and Leo W in 6BZ. On Tuesday, we've got Kia in 8DF, Harry in 5WT, and Tom in 7BA. And finally, on Wednesday, we have Karam in 5WT. I hope I've said that right. In 5WT. And on Thursday, we've got Joe in 5PH. We hope you all have incredibly cracking birthdays. Happy birthday to you all. That's birthdays. Good stuff. Now, shout-outs. Do I trust you? I can't see anything hidden that you're going to suddenly bring to me, so you better do this properly. Get shout-outs. Thinking out, you did it. Give it here. No cat litter tonight. Don't sulk. Stop sulking. Right, absolutely. This is all creased now because of you. Absolutely huge number of shout-outs for you today. We've got shout-outs from staff and we've got shout-outs from you guys as well. So I'm going to start out with the staff ones now. Miss Howitt said she wanted to thank 5PH for their endless enthusiasm in her geography and ICT lessons. You have been awesome. And in fact, 5PH, you seem to be appearing quite a lot on this list. You are the 6DS of this week. Yes, indeed. Mrs. Walker, 6WS, and in particular, Noah and Henry. 6WS, you are fabulous, but Noah and Henry in particular for your tech helping of each other. And this is what we love. And there's quite a lot of shout-outs about people that say, your camera's off, your microphone's off, or something like that, and put people right and tell people, click the bit down at the bottom, and click this, and click that, and we like that. That's good. One of our new members of staff, and I want to say a big shout-out to all of our key worker staff who have been absolutely incredible. I don't know how you do it, man. Really, man. Don't know how you do it. But anyway, Mr. Prudhoe, who's one of our new members of our learning support team. Hello, Mr. Prudhoe. He says he wanted to thank 5ND and 5SH key worker kids who've been in with him for making his first 2 weeks so awesome. And I think that's great. So well done, you guys. Massive shout out. Mr. Robson. He wanted to say that 7TL, you did a cracking script read on the Spanish Armada, and a special mention to Alexander for his really good portrayal of Queen Elizabeth. I presume that's the first. She did the Armada, didn't she? What Armada? That's a joke for our older viewers. Okay, he also wanted to say Sam and Toby, brothers. Obviously can't use your second names. Okay, but Toby in my class, for just being fantastic with questions and answering them so well. Mrs. Malt wanted a massive shout out to all of her science classes. She says she's blown away by how prompt your responses were to her feedback. Well done. Awesomeness. Fantastic. Miss Williams, she said, 6WS, you are polite, you are hard-working, especially Arnav, who has been putting riddles into Form Tutor Time, and it's just been great and it's been hilarious. And that reminds me, Callum in 6BZ, riddles, we will bring them back. We promise. Okay, Mrs. Kennard, she wanted to say, oh, I've got another one. Miss Williams had a second one. Hang on. Rewind. Miss Williams had a second one, and that was 5PH. She says, you are outstanding in English, and you brighten her day with your manners, your politeness, and always asking how she is. And you know what? I'm going to echo that, because every morning in registration, loads of people say, Miss Leonard, how are you today? How's it going? How are things? You are fabulous. 5PH, you're the business at the minute. Okay, Mrs. Canna, I want to say a shout out to all of 6BS for working so hard in English and Maths, and she says she can't wait to eat, not eat you, she meant she can't wait to see you when she comes back to school. Yeah, there's a rumour going around that Mrs. Kennard eats children and he believes it. Not sure about that one. Okay, so many, we've got to go on the flip side of the piece of paper. Mr. Veach wanted to have a big shout out to Maz in 5PH for being so awesome on the computer. You are like some kind of expert. Maz, do you fancy a job working for me? Computing department needs you. Okay, excellent stuff. That's just absolutely super news. So, one more. Sophie in my class, thank you so much for the snowman pics. They are awesome. Brilliant. I like the mini one, little one. Really cool. And that made me smile when I saw that email, and I've not responded to it. I do apologise. And on the subject of me responding to emails, if you've emailed me and I haven't responded, I'm sorry. It's just the sheer amount I've got. I'm trying to get through them all. And on that note, if you've sent me a shout out in and I've not done it, please mail me back again. Please nag me. I've got hundreds of emails. I'm trying to work my way through them. It's horrendous. Anyway, on to your shout outs. Now, Ernie in year 7, he wanted to give a massive shout out to Aidan and Theo for being awesome friends. And you know what? That's what we need, isn't it, Vic? We need awesome friends, okay? I mentioned Sophie about Great Snowman Pics. Attila, a shout out for Bobby in 7FK. And he says, why? It's a secret. You're a strange one, Attila. We like in jokes anyway. That's good. Thank you, Attila, for that. It's lovely. Okay, Gurpreet, you've sent me a video. I'm really sorry. I've not had a chance to have a proper look at it. I promise, provided it is okay, in other words, not rude and smelly and things like that. I know you'd like that. Anyway, Gurpreet, we'll try and get your video on the show next week. Sorry, I just... time to watch it. It's not been there. But I promise we will try and get it on. Callum, he picked me up on something I said last week about, and I've kind of been a bit misquoted here. I'd said, well done to the year 5s, because they were the only year group that had not done any kind of lockdowns. But however, I think it's really important what Callum said. 6BZ managed to stay as an unpopped bubble as well. And so 6BZ, what I'm going to say is very, very well done to you as well for managing to cope with doing online work with very little chance of ever having done it before. And in fact, to teach you guys so much, I'm really chuffed to bits. We had a superb computing lesson, And then we had a superb games lesson the other day. It's been brilliant. So BZ, apologies Callum, but fantastic. You are awesome. As everybody is. Everyone is awesome. Okay. Paris, this is a lovely shout out. She said, I want to shout out to the show because it makes me happy. We aim to please, Paris, and we're pleased that we can make happy people in this so busy, horrid, awful, COVID stinky time. I don't know what's wrong with him today. That is the shout outs. Now, are you listening? You at the top of the grid. You there with your microphone switched on. You typing something in the chat when you should be listening to me and the Vic. It's really important that when you get your form tutor time, if you are struggling, if you're finding things tough, you actually try to speak to your form tutors. Now, we understand that a lot of you might not want to do that out loud in front of absolutely everyone. Remember, you can email your form tutors, okay? And they will arrange to talk to you, they will arrange to give you a bit of support and all that kind of thing, because we get it, it is really, really hard. The nice thing is the feedback we've been getting about Google Classrooms is that doing the meets mean you get to see each other, yeah, and you get to have a little bit of a chat and you get that little bit of social time and all of that kind of thing. But the underlying message is, please talk, don't be frightened. And on that line, if in a lesson you don't understand what is going on, tell your teacher and they will help you. Don't wait 20 minutes and go, I don't understand. Get it sorted, all right? Ask. We won't bite you. We won't hit you with wet, heavy things and that kind of thing. We're here to work. We're here to help. All right, that's our job. That's what we do. So please just ask. All right, asking is really important. Me being silly aside. Right then, Vix. I think that is about it. Well done. You've had a massive slog to get to this point in time, but we're getting in the groove. And we're going to be in the groove for a while yet. We're going to be in the groove until at least half term, aren't we? Yep, so we've got another 4 weeks or so of this. So let's really, really, go for it and stuff like that. You're doing so well. Me and the Vic are giving you the message to keep your distance, wear your face masks and all that kind of... What are you doing? And all that kind of thing. Are you deliberately being annoying today? I'm trying to give a sensible message. Oh, of course. Anyway, have a fabulous weekend. Get some rest. Screens off this afternoon. You've got all your bits on your Friday afternoon timetable that you can do, reading your book, going out, doing this, doing that, doing the other, doing Joe Wicks, not as good as my PE lessons, no. Do something away from serious Google Classroom work. Have fun with your families over the weekend. Enjoy your birthdays if your birthday's coming up, and we will see you next week. Have a great weekend. Take care. Goodbye.